Hello everybody, it's Larry and welcome to today's video, part 2 of how to use TrueLines. In this episode, we're going to tell you to not blindly trust it. It's not always accurate. When you look closely, there are a lot of warning signs that show you this. In fact, in this video, we're going to use the same TrueLines that we used in the last video, and I'm going to show you the warning signs, and I'm going to show you where you get false positive information, false negative information, and I'm going to show you that the observations from last week, the zeros don't always mean that it needs to be cut from the tree. So we're going to start right away. We're going to start with the Sarah Taylor, James McFarland, Caroline Clark. So with Sarah Taylor, Peggy Smith is going to be a false positive. All right? Looks good. Peggy Smith, 25 DNA matches. I want to add her to my tree, right? No, you're just propagating what all the other 25 people have put into their tree, because this is a pure tree recommendation, not DNA recommendation, a tree recommendation. I'm going to show that to you in this video. And then we're going to come over here to James Larkin McFarland, and I'm going to show you when we look at the supporting evidence for Samuel Jones, we're going to find that TrueLines just totally bombs. I mean, all these people with DNA matches, and we'll show those, under Samuel don't show. Just, they don't count. And then we're going to come up here and show that the zeros over Sophia do not necessarily mean it needs to be cut. We're going to look at this one first. This is the easy one. So we'll start with Johann. Johann was born in Germany, married in Germany, died in Germany, as is his wife Elizabeth, born, married, and died in Germany. Sophia was born, married in Germany, but died in Illinois in the United States. So what this means is there was an emigration out of Germany and an immigration into the United States. So there's a path, there's a story there. So remember, zeros are major, major, major warning signs. And often it means they don't belong. But as in this case, it can be there was an immigration story. All right. So they came out of Germany and went to either probably England or France to go over on a ship. And then they came over, maybe Maryland, maybe Ellis Island, don't know. But they landed, in the United States. And then they went west into Illinois, where Caroline 20 was born. All right. So now, if I want to research the Legerman line, there's no DNA matches here because the rest of the family stayed in Germany, and therefore there's no descendants here in the United States to have taken tests other than this line. All right. They're still in Germany. So if they've taken a DNA test, it's probably with MyHeritage. So if I really want to push this line further back with DNA proofs, all right, then I'm going to have to go and do German document research and short up with DNA that I'm probably going to have to get from MyHeritage. All right. Now, let's get into the next one. The next one is really frustrating, folks. So right here, Dolly has 9 DNA matches. All right. James has 21. Added more, up a level. There were more, descendants that took matches. 22 with Mary, added a little bit, and then you have Samuel. So now when we look at Samuel, we have the 10 that's over here. But what's happened is, on TrueLines, when it was looking for all my people, it broke out of the loop, didn't do the rest of the loop, and has Dolly with 0 DNA matches. James, 0 DNA matches. There's no numbers under here. There's no information. It's just not there. It's not there. Should be there. I mean, right here we have 9 for Dolly. We'll show you those when we open these 2 tabs. We have to put on the privacy mask for that. All right, so all of these that we know have DNA matches, none of them have DNA matches. This is a false negative. All right, so we have a false negative right here. So we're going to go back. We're going to look at the next one, and this one is a false positive. So let me get this off the screen. Right here, Peggy Smith, we're going to show you without any doubt that Peggy Smith is a false positive, unless there's a false negative involved. But we can't see what's not there. So we have to look at it for what it gives us. And what we're going to find is there's not one single bit of DNA evidence to show Peggy is a biological relation to me. The only reason she's there is because a bunch of trees in that 16-year family feud, or whether she belonged there or not, enough people copied that information from Family Search or other places, and now it recommends it because the DNA matches, these 25 DNA matches, which ironically are also under here, have listed her as the mother for Wilson F. Taylor, and therefore TrueLines is recommending her as the mother and supporting their recommendation with these 25 DNA matches, but not one additional DNA match shows that she should be there. So to prove that, let's turn on the privacy mask. But before I do, I want you to remember Dolly McFarland has 9 matches, Wilson has 29, Peggy has 25. Dolly's name is going to change to something similar. We're going to call it Delia. Wilson F will be Johnston F. You can remember that because it'll be an F. And then Peggy, we're going to name it something fun, Riverdale. All right. So yes, I put an extra ER after River. Okay. So here we go. We're going to turn on the privacy mask for genealogy. Here we go. So there's Delia, her 9 matches. Johnston, which is Wilson with his 29 matches, and Riverdale with 25 matches. Kind of fun to say. Riverdale. Try it out. All right. So now that we've done the privacy mask, all the tabs that I open will now have the new names, including the Samuel Jones that we looked at is Ferdinand Morgan. You can see my name is Wesley Morgan, last name Jones, Ferdinand Morgan. So it did keep the consistency. All right, so I want to take particular note of these tabs for Delia, which is Dolly, should have 9 DNA matches. All right, so here's Johnston, and here's Delia, 9 DNA matches, right? Underneath her, Ivwana, with 1 here, and then Elderly Vale right here. She has 2 here, and then 1 under this line. But now when we go up and we look at Riverdale, aka Peggy Smith, we look at Dolly, aka Delia, and there's only 7 matches. In fact, the other match here and the other match here don't show up. They're just gone. This one has 14 matches under Elderburn. Under here, Elderburn has 17 matches, and it describes those. But see how this, it goes up from Dolly and said, okay, here's the people that you match under Dolly. Okay. And then it goes up another level. Here's the Elderburn, which is Sarah Taylor, and comes up here, and it goes down to each one of these additional lines. So I have additional supporting DNA with Delia for Elderburn. Now, here at Alderwooden, there is no additional DNA. Okay. So this may be because they were an only child, pretty rare back then, or this could be, the other ancestors or descendants didn't test, or it could be, wars took place, people died, things of that nature. We come up here to his dad, Johnston. Well, now we get some confirmation of Alderwooden with the Northwooden and, Catherine, Harold, and Rosenberg. And we have all these DNA matches that we can expand underneath each one of these that kind of shore up Johnston. Don't worry, these are all fake names, all right? So here we have Johnston. Now there's 29 under Johnston here because Delia has 9, Elderburn has 17, and the others are all right. In particular, I think it's under Harwooden here, it has 5 on this one. So we're going to expand Harwooden. All right, so Harwooden has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we come over here. Harwooden only has 4. Okay? Only has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dolly has 7. These 2 are missing. All right? So we have serious differences, and we're not talking observability or drop off or anything like that. These matches that are missing, this is a 212, over here, a 213 and a 202. Folks, we're not at the, things can happen, in rare occasions thing. And we're not talking just 1 as for that rare occasion. We're talking 2 matches, 200 plus centimorgans, very close matches that just aren't here. And we'll also notice that under Riverdale, aka Peggy, there's not a single additional clue involved. Not one. There's not. See here, Johnston has all these people. We have Alderwooden, Northwooden, Catherine, Harold, Rosenberg. We have all these different people. These lines roll up. We should expect more lines to roll up, or at least 1 line to roll up in order to say I have a DNA clue. But I don't. That means that this is not coming to me because of any DNA that's present, because there's no additional DNA present. There's no number there that increases or decreases or whatever, based on observability. There's no number here at all. It's just not a number. So this number is 100% here. This is 25. Doesn't even have the 29 for here. It dropped off numbers. So far, what we have is when we looked over here on, this was Samuel. We looked at Samuel. Dolly had 0 DNA matches. When we look over here at Riverdale, Dolly has 7 DNA matches. We looked at Johnston, Dolly has 9 DNA matches. Now, how are you supposed to trust that? Now, I will say this, there should be at least one more DNA match in this list that's not showing up. And that's my daughter. So that's my clue for you at Ancestry that are watching this and why the recursion is failing. Hint, hint. All right, so we have 7 for Dolly, 9 for Dolly, when it should probably be 10. We have 0 for Dolly and 9 for Dolly. So somebody made a comment in the last video that TrueLines is mostly wrong. So let's say that 9 is the right number. It's not, but let's say it was. Then you'd have a 0, a 7, a 9, and a 9. That would make it exactly 50-50. Well, if I know it's supposed to be 10, and I get a 0, a 7, a 9, and a 9, but there's never a 10, is it mostly wrong? All right, I'll let you judge that and let me know down in the comments below. But what I really want you to understand is you cannot trust this, River Erdale, aka Peggy Smith, just because it has a DNA match here. Are these 25 people DNA matches to you? Yes, they do match you. Do they match you under this person? Yes, but also under this person, there are no additionals here. There is no DNA proof here. So don't blindly trust this prediction. All right, let's turn the mask back off for a second. Don't blindly trust that Peggy Smith is the mother of Wilson F. Taylor. TrueLines is not showing me that she is. What TrueLines is showing me right here is 25 of these 29 DNA matches that I have with Wilson F. Taylor have her listed as the mother. That's what it's showing me. Okay, let me say that again because I want you to really parse these words closely. These 25 are all a subset of these 29. Of these 29, 25 of them have Peggy Smith listed as the mother in their tree. There is no supporting DNA evidence, no DNA matches, nothing that points me in that direction other than they're in somebody else's tree. All right? So this is a false positive. This was Samuel, a false negative. And I showed you, that Dolly can have 0, 7, 9, or 9 when in fact she should have 10. All right? All right. And you wonder, where's the 10th one supposed to be? Let's turn the privacy mask back on. We'll go to the one that has 9. I know there's one more right here because my daughter took a DNA test and it should show up. Now, my mother won't because this is my father's side, but my daughter should be right here. Just like right over here, the daughters got dropped off. All right? Right here, Helen Thornland, and then here, Ivana. Okay, so we have here, nothing here, and then over here, there's nothing. So here, all right, so there's the 9, there's the Ivana. We have this one, but see here, River End. Do you see River End? You see Value Land, Eldervale, and Branstonland. Well, there's Branstonland, but the child isn't over here. It dropped off. Again, Ancestry, there's your hint. I won't make a Band-Aid video for a while, give you a chance to fix it, but you know that the first time you put out TrueLines, I did Band-Aid videos, showed people how to work around that. You really don't want me doing that, but if I need to help people find their answers, we'll do it. But let's see if we can fix that. And it's you're breaking your recursion. And I'll give you another hint. It has to do with your code that deals with Story Scout as well as TrueLines. All right. So, and be careful because if you fix it for TrueLines, you break Story Scout and vice versa. All right. So we have 9 here. It should be 10. So is TrueLines accurate? It's more accurate than not, maybe. I mean, I did get 9 out of 10 for Dolly. But I can't blindly trust that the 9 is the right answer because I know it to be 10. I can't blindly trust the 0. I can't blindly trust the 7. So I want you to really be careful. And I also want you to really, really understand that you cannot add people to your tree based on through lines. You have to shore it up with additional information. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those things. And hope to see you in the next one.